So we're going to compare the Dreo humidifiers with the Levoit Dual 150 and see which one is the best. Because I've had the Levoit for quite a long time. It's analog, it's easy to use, it has a lot of output, it's also very easy to clean. So Dreo has burst onto the scene. They have an updated design that instead of a cylinder rising up, they actually have some type of a chimney design. So that's going to give you 3x the usual amount of mist that a normal cool mist humidifier would actually create. So similar to the Levoit 600S or the 400S, Dreo has added in Wi-Fi capabilities into their humidifiers. This is going to have an auto mode, which means it can self-adjust itself based on the humidity inside of the room. It also comes with a new lid design. The chimney or the exit port for your humidity is going to be controlled by this. So let's turn it on and let's see how much output do the Dreos produce and how, does it produce more than the Levoit. So we're just going to add some water into our Dreos and inside of the first tank. It can hold a lot more water. You can fill it up all the way to the max line. For the purposes of this test, we don't need a lot of water. We just want to see what the output is and how quietly it can produce. So first things first, let us turn on our humidifiers. So here, we're not going to run it on the Wi-Fi, we're going to run it on conventional. So we're going to turn it on. And that's crazy. So on the Dreo, the coolest thing is that once you turn it on, it's already going to start producing. It's going to be at 60% humidity. You can adjust it. This is at level 3. 1, 2, 3. So on level 1, this is on level 1. So on level 1, it's pretty mild. Then when you have it on level 2 and 3, you can see how much it actually produces. And it produces a ton of cool mist very quickly. Now, if we try the same test on our analog edition, it produces right away. It produces steam right away. We have our Levoit Dual 150. This is the base Levoit. It's also similar price to the Dreos. Now we're going to turn this all the way on max. If you want to compare the size of the cool mist and the intensity, you can see the difference right there. The Dreo is outproducing the Levoit. And just for comparison's sake, we're going to turn off the center Dreo so you guys have a better look. So this is on the, so that's on the Levoit here, and that is going to be on the Dreo. So a big difference in terms of the overall output between the Levoit Dual 150 and the Dreo. It's just not the same. In terms of overall noise, both are going to be pretty quiet on level 3, but if I put this on level 1, both units will be whisper quiet. You won't even know that they're on. Same thing for the Levoit. It's going to be very quiet. Still, even on level 1, you can see how much humidity it produces. That's on level 1. Here's the ease of cleaning. The Dreo and the Levoit will be relatively easy. All you need to do is pick it up and clean out the tank here. But because there's no snags, I do feel like the Dreo is slightly easier because of this new wider design versus on the more cylindrical design on the Levoit. You have to keep this clean on the Levoit, which is pretty difficult. As you can see, I cleaned mine and it still gets dirty pretty fast. This is what the Levoit will look like. And I've just cleaned it, but hard water will mess up and dirtify your humidifier very quickly. Now the Levoit also comes with The Levoit will come with an area for a filter, something that your Dreos do not come with. There's no areas for filters there, but if I want to control the direction of this, I could just point it outward, inward, and point it outward that way. The Dreos also come with a really cool light, so if you want to adjust the light, you can turn it on or off. Same thing here. Turn the light. It's pretty faint, so if you want to use it as a night light, you You see the output on the Dreo humidifiers. The only difference between the Wi-Fi and the non-Wi-Fi edition, they both have a 26 watt motor. They both are going to have the same components. I don't notice anything different on the parts except for the interface and the display. And this is going to give you a readout of the humidity inside of the room, while this will just give you buttons and some indicator lights. So that's the key difference between the two. So another cool thing about your Dreo is that the lights will automatically time off and turn off. So here you see if I press it, it's going to be on and then the light's going to turn off, so that it's not going to interfere with your sleep. If I do want to use a night light, I could just turn it on and that's going to keep the night light on and then turn the night light off. It's also really easy to set up your Dreo here. So what you're going to want to do is just add it. You're going to want to put it into a Wi-Fi mode. It's going to say start pairing. So now it's on Wi-Fi mode. And done. That's it. Now you are fully connected inside of the Dreo app to your Dreo humidifier. And inside here, you can adjust the strength. So the cool thing about the app is that you can adjust it in halves. So instead of just going 1, 2, and 3 levels, you actually have 6 total levels. So you just turn that dial. If you want to turn on the ambient light, you can. Put it on auto, and this is on auto mode. And if you want to set this at whatever you want to set it, 47, 50, it goes all the way down to 30, it goes all the way up to 80. Sleep mode will turn off the display, ambient light, and panel sound. Simultaneously, the device will stay in sleep mode until you turn them on again. So that's cool on the sleep, okay. Now you have your preferences here. You have your display. You can turn on your display and keep it on the entire time. If you want, I'm going to turn ours off. You can also turn on, off, and on panel sound. So the controls are pretty straightforward, nothing out of the ordinary here. There's no smart scenes like you would get on the Levoits. However, in terms of overall information, so I have all of my Dreo devices all inside of my Dreo app, which makes life easier for me. But if I want to use my humidifier, I can just set a schedule. I have my humidity level. I can even set something like a timer. And I can just turn it off if I so choose. So with that, this is the Dreo humidifier. It's a really good option if you're looking for a small room humidifier that is cost effective, quiet, inexpensive, and the Wi-Fi app and everything about it is super well done. It has a ton of output, as you can see. 2 variations here. You can get one without the display, or you can get one with just buttons, but whichever one you choose, they both work very well. With that, thanks for watching, everybody. This is Dave with the French Glow. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box. We will get back to you. And please hit that like and follow button because it does really help support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. Bye, bye, bye.